Back up! Back up!
Hey, turn that camera off, bro. Go back in the building.
I'm not going back in the building, bro.
Bro, turn that camera off.
Hey, somebody came.
Where's Conrad?
Bro, turn that fucking camera off.
Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass?
Hey.
These rap niggas be talking so crazy, like I won't beat a nigga ass. My daddy told me take him back to the 80s and just beat a nigga ass. Hey. Pop a bottle or get out the club. Fuck around and catch a hollow tryna mug, ayy. Ay. Now with the drama, I just want the plugs. I ain't with the drama. Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? These rap niggas be talking so crazy, like I won't beat a nigga ass. My daddy told me take him back to the 80s and just beat a nigga ass. Am I wrong if I call Cookie G for a wax blunt? It's already 3 in rotation, you just passed one. Drinking Tron straight, I'm only chasing where that bag going. She don't need no extra motivation when that ass growing. Ay, pop a bottle and get out the club. Fuck around and catch a hollow tryna mug, ay. Ay, now with the drama, I just want the plugs. I ain't with the drama. Ay, am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? These rap niggas be talking so crazy, like I won't beat a nigga ass. My daddy told me take him back to the 80s and just beat a nigga ass. Ay, am I wrong if I call up a bag you ain't never seen? Ay, bitch, I can't make this up, this ain't Maybelline. Baby mama say she having the Mercedes dreams, and my outlet just cost and he want everything. Pop a bottle or get out the club. Fuck around and catch a hollow tryna mug, ayy. Ay, now with the drama, I just want the drugs. I ain't with the drama. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong if I just beat a nigga ass? Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass?
If you don't black cow shit, I'll beat his ass right now. I wouldn't even let this slap. We don't do you like that, but I ain't gonna let you like that. Hey, you about to turn your shit on right now. Know what I'm saying? No, it ain't even like that. It is, man. Let me say so, my man. She play his shit, that's what he gonna do. Man, cow, my man. Cow. I swear to God, if I'm playing shit, I'm breaking that. Hey, right now. I swear to God, I'll beat security ass and I'll take everything that comes here tonight. If they don't play shit right now.
Hey, check out Big Shout out to man Calico in the building. Hanging out with your man DJ BJ each and every Saturday right here. Views Bar and Grill, what it do? These rap niggas be talking so crazy, like I won't beat a nigga ass. My daddy told me take him back to the 80s and just beat a nigga ass. That boy can go home to his family if I just beat that nigga ass. I'ma beat a nigga ass. Am I wrong if I call up a bag you ain't never seen? Bitch, I can't make this up, this ain't Maybelline. Baby mama say she having the Mercedes dreams, and my amigo just called, so they want everything. Pop a bottle or get out the club. Fuck around and catch a hollow tryna mug, ay. Ay, now with the drama, I just want the plugs. I ain't with the drama. Ay, am I wrong if I call Cookie G for a wax blunt? It's already 3 in rotation, you just passed one. Drinking Tron straight, I'm only chasing where that bag going. She don't need no extra motivation when that ass done. Ay, pop a bottle or get out the club. Fuck around and catch a hollow tryna mug, ay. Ay, now with the drama, I just want the drugs. I ain't with the drama. Ay, am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? Am I wrong if I just beat a nigga ass? These rap niggas be talking so crazy, like I won't beat a nigga ass. My daddy told him take him back to the 80s. They used to beat a nigga ass. He could go home back to his family if I just beat a nigga ass. I'm gon' really, really, really be one of you niggas ass. It's a wrap.
What's going on, everybody? It's two Oxtails and an Empanada. This your boy, Uncle Paulie.
It's your girl, Ange.
And I already got Ange in the feelings, man.
Like, you do too much. Like, damn, really?
Angie ain't used to debating.
Oh, no, that's what Angie does for a living. Sorry. Yeah, that I can do.
Yo, how was your weekend, yo?
My weekend was actually very good because I had like a kind of a fucked up week last week, so the weekend ended off very well. A lot of rest and relaxation. How about yours?
Yeah, hey guys, what's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? Unfortunately, man, my daughter did not have the baby yet. It's crazy to me because we even had to go back Saturday. I guess they call them, what is it, hiccups?
Braxton Hicks.
Oh, Braxton.
Contractions. How the fuck did you get that confused with a hiccup?
I don't know. Well, Braxton thing, so she didn't have it, man. So I'm hoping that she don't have no more Tony Braxtons, and by next Tuesday, she'll be having a baby, man. I'm really hoping that she has this baby, man. So if y'all could, man, just say a little prayer, man, and we hope little man come out, man. Little Chase, we hope you come out, man.
Oh, Frank, they already talking about Spike Lee.
Oh, yeah, man. Frankly, that Spike Lee incident, since you brought it up before we get into the politics, it threw me off with the Spike Lee thing for the simple fact that you have a man that's been using the same, they laughing at the hiccups. You have a man that's been using the same elevator for 28 years, an employee elevator for 28 years. This man pays almost $300,000 for season tickets. And now, all of a sudden, this night, he uses the employee elevator, and now he can't use it. You get security on him. You want him to leave out. Like he said, you already scanned my ticket. Ticket can't get scanned twice.
Right.
So if I got to come around the front and go in, they're not going to let me in. So you basically kicking me out. So I like how he, because they tried to, it's $10 million on all his tickets.
Damn,
okay.
Like that's
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So on top of that, what I didn't like is the Garden tried to clean it up and make it seem like it was a joke. And I was happy that he was able to get on Stephen A. Smith's show and clear the shit up, man. Because he said he was letting it go. But he said when they tried to do that shit, man, and it's funny because he said when the owner of the team came to him, Angie, he said he was like, y'all ain't let me know. Y'all ain't tell me no email, no nothing. And he said the owner told him, well, now you know.
See, that's just a message to you that you just a nigga with money. And as much money as he gives them per year, now the real question is going to be: are you still going to support this engine?
That's what that's how I look at it. Are you still going to support this, man? So we'll see how this builds, man. But when you love something so much, like he said, his father was taking him to the games when he was a little kid.
Right, so it has a sentimental value to him.
Man, so
that's why he loves it so much. But you know what? And I was just saying this to you. That doing that to Spike Lee is almost like doing that to Jack Nicholson. These are two individuals that you always see at every game.
And like he said, you're going to do me like you did my brother Charles Oakley. So we're going to see how this build, man. So hopefully next week this builds a little bit more.
Yeah, he loves
put this in your tea.
Yeah, he loves the Knicks. He definitely loves the Knicks. I don't know. So sometimes I just wonder, like, on the heels of everything that just happened, with Kobe passing away and shit, it just seems like a giant slap in the face, and it's like a friendly, no, not even friendly, a simple reminder that you just a nigga with money.
Yeah, with money, man. And like Ernest Cook said, and Spike Lee said it. He said, yo, it's crazy. They couldn't give me no email, no text, no phone call.
No respect.
But he said, if I pay a day late, he said, man, they ringing my phone off the hook.
So he said he's not supporting them for the remainder of the year. So what's going to happen in 2021? He going to have that itch to go to a game. What is he going to do? Shit, if I was him, I'd watch that shit from home in my large ass house for free.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to ignore homeboy.
Oh.
All right, and
Whoa.
In political news, what's wrong with this guy, yo? And political news, it kind of threw me off and it hurt me, man, because you know they was doing a rally for Bernie Sanders, and now it seems like Public Enemy was supposed to be doing it, and Flavor Flav said basically.
Well, they did. They did it.
They did it.
See, basically what happened. So Chuck D, we already know, fired Flavor Flav for Public Enemy. All right, and one thing that Flavor Flav did say is, "I am not your employee. I am your partner. There is no Public Enemy without Flavor Flav." So Flavor Flav and Chuck D got into an argument when Flav sent presidential candidate Bernie Sanders a cease and desist letter after Chuck D and Public Enemy Radio. Now understand this. Public Enemy Radio is a division of Public Enemy where Flavor Flav is not involved. So they obviously had this conversation like, you know, we're going to do this rally, and Flav probably was like, all right, I'm not down with it. But the thing was, he sent Bernie Sanders a cease and desist letter because they were using Flav's clock as the face of the rally. So he's like, if I don't support this shit, why the fuck are y'all, you know, using what, you know, basically me to endorse your shit? So he was really upset about that. And then after he sent the cease to desist letter, that's when Chuck D publicly announced that they were parting ways with Flavor Flav.
But not only did he publicly announce, he attacked Flav. And
he did.
What I didn't like was he said, he got on Twitter, he said, I don't attack Flav on what he don't know. I got to leave him at the crib, so y'all trying to fill his persona with some political aplomb is absolutely stupid. Obviously, I understand his craziness after all this damn time. Duh, you don't know him from a box of cigars or me either. And then he also said that he was a fiend and all of this. And what I liked.
And that's crazy. Like, y'all knew that Flav was getting high back in the fucking day. So why you want to take his past transgressions and use it against him? And if you watch Flav on Growing Up Hip Hop, that comes on We TV, you do know that he has a problem with alcohol.
But like he said he's been clean for 10 years now.
Right.
So my thing is, what gets me with this thing with the Bernie Sanders and
Professor Griff wasn't feeling that?
Yeah, you know why? Because how do you go from, this what gets me, how do you go from all the music that they made that was talking about the things that white supremacy and the white man and the system was doing to us? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, years later, you ain't fucking with your man over the white man?
Over the white man, like...
that makes no sense to me, yo.
But this also just goes to show you, see, that everything that has Public Enemy is in Chuck D's name. You know what I'm saying? So he gets the right to make these, to call these shots. But you know what? There's a flip side to this, because I completely agree with Flav in this situation. I feel that when Flav went on Twitter to air out, you know, his anger about it, I think that he did it professionally. I don't think that, you know, he was acting niggerish or anything. You know, like he said, you know, we built this 35 years, and you're gonna allow something political to like to tear that apart? Like, that's crazy. On the flip side, though, remember when Flav was like one of the godfathers of reality television, you know, doing the Surreal Life and then going on to Flavor of Love, and we all know that was a bunch of fuckery. How do we not know that there was some talk behind scenes? Like, Flav, what the fuck is you doing?
But it don't, that's what, see, this what people don't understand.
That's right.
Yeah, we all
Thank you, as it to you. I drink water and I pray.
We just disagreed a little while ago.
Yes.
Right? So now, since I don't agree with you, I shouldn't fuck with you no more.
Yeah, like, that's fucked up.
You off. It's a lot of people that don't agree with my political views.
Right.
Or I don't agree with their political views.
Right.
But I'm not going to cut you off or take a friendship over someone who has never been through anything with us.
Absolutely.
Who hasn't built with us, who hasn't went through the things we went through.
Are they thirsty for money?
Man,
like what's really going on? Because if you even look at it, like Bernie Sanders having Public Enemy at his rally, I mean, that is for the black vote. Not just the black vote. They're looking for the conscious and the woke community to come out and give him those votes. And it's like, okay, first of all, Bernie, let's get into it. 1, there's really not that much record of you doing shit for black people. 2, y'all need to check out the Breakfast Club interview when he spoke around everything. 3, we're tired of hearing that you were a freedom fighter and the MLK and all of that. We're sick of that shit. And 4, you physically do not look like you can handle being in the presidential seat. Everybody knows that when you sit in that seat, you age.
He like
He gonna like the Crypt Keeper, but by the time he walk the fuck out of there. We can't have that shit.
Yeah,
he talks a good game. He's been doing this for a long time. And the fact that he even got this group to come out and do this rally and then look at all of the drama that's surrounding it now. Fuck that up.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It just, everybody can vote for who they want to vote for. You know, I personally wouldn't vote for Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy to me how, I guess they say 2 things you shouldn't talk about is politics and religion. And I guess it's
using the black folks. That's right. Hey, KT.
Yeah, but they all, that's what we was talking about in the car when I said to you, it's funny how the Democrats use the black people. They care about us all the time during voting. But then when it's once they've gotten office or got where they need to be, they forget. You get what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know, man. Now, we gotta start opening our eyes, man, and start realizing.
Now, was it to you? You said that you're not going to vote next election. Now, this is my thought process on voting. It's my opinion. First of all, you need to understand the voting process. You need to see which branches of the government are responsible for what, and you need to make it work for you. That's number 1. Number 2, even if you don't fucking agree with it, you have people before you that fought to be able to do that. You have people that got their ass whooped, attacked, in anything vile that you could think of, just for us to have that right to do so. So even if that's the case, walk your ass up in that voting booth. Well, before you do that, do some homework and make the best decision that you can. Because at the end of the day, all of these people are picked. And if you really want to take it a step further, when it comes to the Democrats and the Republicans, it was at a point in time where they were all one party. Okay. Now you got the Democrats saying, "Oh, we'll give you this, give." When you have a demographic of people not understanding it, that's making you lazy. It's fucking up future generations and all of that stuff. You know, Republicans are more about self-accountability. However, it also comes off as if they only look out for their own if you are within a certain financial bracket. And so you gotta take you gotta pick your stance and you gotta stand in your truth. You're not voting. The fuck? Yeah. Don't you pay taxes?
Yeah.
If you don't vote, then tell them at your job, but you ain't taking no FICA. You ain't taking no New Jersey State employment. None of that shit coming out my fucking check, because I ain't voting. I'm just saying.
And that's what I'm saying, New Breeds. That's the thing. Bernie had them wild, and my thing
I understand.
Why do we always got to get on the stage and huckabuck? I mean, we the WB. I hate that shit, yo. But I say, because I know people who don't vote for the president, but they vote state and local.
Please, I mean, yeah, even start there.
Yeah. Because today is supposed to be Super Tuesday.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like at least start there. Like even if and we're talking about all the way down to the Board of Education. You are the ones that actually elect the people that sit in those particular seats that make the choices for your children's education. Start even if you don't want to really fuck with the presidential fuckery, because let's be honest, when laws come into play, it's about 4 years for them to really take suit, and it's a trickle effect. And so you want to know that where you live, you have a representative that's going to either say yay or nay against that shit. So vote to some level. And yes, your vote every vote will count. I'm sorry.
So what was the other joint you was telling me about?
Well, I got this from CNN. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed legislation on Wednesday that would allow the state to prosecute people who have received a presidential pardon for the same offense, which could potentially affect associates of President Donald Trump. Now, I'm actually glad what you said to me when we were talking about this. This doesn't just affect Donald Trump's friends. There's a lot of people that have been pardoned that were innocent because of it. And if they rock with this, they too can be back in court. When you first see something like this, it's like, damn, it's like, you see Trump, getting all his friends out and shit, but it's bigger than him, Miss Hawkins.
But to push it, it's only in New York though.
Well, it says that the bill, which was passed by the state legislature in May, closes New York's double jeopardy legal loophole that protected individuals who are pardoned by a president for federal crimes from being prosecuted at the state level for the same offense. The changes go into effect immediately and applies to future and past offenses, provided a plea has not been entered and a person has not already been tried.
So I want to know the real reason behind this.
Yes.
Because I always tell people, man, things they put in laws to fuck one person, and then that law ends up fucking them or someone else down the line later on.
Right. They got like one idea,
yeah.
But then the idea has a trickle effect. So you got to think about that. We've had a lot of innocent people that have been pardoned, and we're talking about New York.
Now, Vernon James said hundreds of people were released and 80% of them were minorities.
Mm-hmm. That's what you got to think about. I mean, we can even go as far as the exonerated 5. Okay? They were pardoned.
Oh shit!
Some of them were pardoned.
See, and that's why, like I said before, it be the smoke, But when that shit clear, that's when shit be looking funky, man. That's why I be telling people, man.
Oh, okay. So what's it to you? So what happens is, we know that we're on a battle rap station. We do have guests come up here, whether they're rappers, singers, entertainers, whatever type of talent they have, and they want to get their 15 minutes of fame. We do allow them to come on the show. However, we do have our conversations about government and things for the culture. So I hope that helps.
And that's what our show is based on.
That's right, Ernest.
Like, I respect 15 Minutes of Fame because of what they do for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But when I originally sat down with Uncle Ron, we talked about this. We wanted to do something that was different that no one else was doing, and we was just trying to do stuff that from our point of view, because everything that we hear on TV is from their point of view.
Right.
So don't get me wrong, me and Angie, we don't know everything, but it gets us. Our thing is, and I think you would agree, is that we can throw things out and maybe have people go home and think about it and talk about it. So that's why we do what we do, man. And we I want to say I appreciate everybody.
Oh yeah, we love y'all dearly because y'all rock with us.
Man.
Did you see this, Tyson? He said it's no longer a felony to knowingly have AIDS and give it to someone in California. That's fucking attempted murder.
But you know what though? Is it? You know why? It's attempted murder, but
because now you can live with it.
Is it because they have the new drug out? Or we all over the place today? But fuck it, let's go. They had a drug out that you can take that makes your disease undetected.
Right, you can
get what I'm saying.
Right, you can have a viral count so low that if it give you a test, you come up undetected. However,
but you still have it.
Yeah. However, there's still a positive to that test. It's just that it's undetected.
But what I'm saying is, you will have a person that's thinking, "Oh, okay, they might go with you." And things might look like, all right, shit is cool. And
they have medication now.
And they had the medication, and then now you done went to this person, built with this person. This person being real fucking secretive. Now y'all take the fucking condoms off, and you trying to figure out how the fuck you got something. And it's the motherfucker who was right there all along. And that's why I say it's fucked up. They playing games, man.
But that's fucked up because it's just like how about some episodes back when I was talking about that popular DJ that infected all of those young black women with HIV, and he said that the reason why he did it was because he wanted to infect the black men. Yeah. And so that right there just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick sidebar. They know in order to get to our men, they got to go through us. So be mindful of that shit. But that's fucked up.
That's fucked up, man.
That's fucked up.
Oh, you know what we going to jump into?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been waiting all week long for this big cup of tea. Some of you want to jump in the tea. So now we're going to watch it and let it dangle. Dangle. Dangle.
Yeah, he does. He stepped away for a second, but he'll be back.
Yeah, Uncle Bill, I'll be right back.
So, we already kind of talked about, what happened with Public Enemy. What I wanted to do is I wanted to start off my tea because I got like some old school drama and shit, and then I'm gonna lead on into everything else. So, Ralph, who is the lead singer from New Edition, just recently announced that he is divorcing his wife. Her name is Amber, of 16 years. And he actually has been messing around with El DeBarge's ex-wife, who has 4 children by him. No one knows how long they've been together, but they kind of made it known earlier this year. Now, the interesting thing was his first wife actually met New Edition when she was 13 years old. She was a big fan or whatever. They met up years later, but she ended up being in a relationship with some guy he went to high school with. Long story short, the guy was whipping her ass and cheating on her, and then she ended up getting with Ralph. Her and Ralph had been married for 16 years. El DeBarge's ex-wife was with him for about 10 years. They have 4 children together, but they've been like separated for like years. She just decided to hold on to the last name, and I'm mad I didn't bring a picture to it because they are actually a nice looking couple. So I just kind of thought it was kind of interesting. Everybody out here with the baby mamas and shit like that. And speaking of baby mamas, I did not know that basketball player Matt Barnes was actually seeing Beverly Johnson's daughter. And when he was seeing Beverly Johnson's daughter, she was still married. And then she left her husband. And then she started seeing Matt Barnes exclusively, and then they went public with their relationship and everything, and then they ended up having a baby, and then shit went left. Now they are publicly going in on each other. He's saying that she's trying to hold the baby away from him and that she's trying to get a restraining order. And so a lot of people are saying, well, this sounds real similar to what he was going through with his ex-wife, Gloria Gavon, who is with his former teammate. What's the guy that the first ex-wife got with?
They just be sharing bitches.
Antoine Fisher, I think. That was the name, right? Okay, so they're trying to say that the story was kind of similar. He's like, no, that's not the case. But the only thing that I wish that these celebrities would do, okay, because according to Matt Barnes, Anansa and her mother, Beverly Johnson, were like trying to like set him up, make him look a certain way. She's saying that's not the case. They on Twitter, they on Instagram, and they're sending out text messages and like all this messy shit. And my thing is, wasn't none of us around trying to hear this tea when y'all was fucking? So you knew that she was already in a marriage. You started seeing her while she was in the marriage, and then that didn't work out. Then y'all got together and didn't work out. So for me, the way you start something is usually the way it ends. That is a developing story. I'm going to follow that. One thing I can say about Matt Barnes is that he is a father first. From with his twins with Gloria. Derek Fisher. Thank you. Antoine Fisher was the movie. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, see? But they just, yes, New Breeze, they are messy as shit. Ooh, who thought Raph was a deer? No, he ain't. Just because he wrote sensitivity didn't mean he was sensitive. But moving along.
Yeah,
So
a lot of people used to think El DeBarge was a girl singing though.
Well, no, he said Ralph. He wasn't talking about El DeBarge.
Oh, no. New Breeze said.
Oh, El
they used to
think
think that a girl was singing.
Because of the way his voice is.
Yeah.
That's a talented man. It's a shame. How such wonderful talent can come from such pain. They had it hard. They had a fucked up upbringing. They really did.
But you know
I
what?
mean, it's serious.
The best talent, comedy, anything you doing, it comes from pain.
It does.
That's why, like when you see these rappers when they first
you can't wait
come
to get rich. New Breeze.
when they first come out, and they put this music out, it's so much pain. That's why I think DMX could forever make dope ass music.
Forever and a day.
That motherfucker forever going through shit. Yeah.
All right, so everybody's favorite stallion, Meg Thee Stallion, is actually suing her record label for over $1 million. The reason why is because she's saying that even though she's on an independent label, she actually sued them and got a restraining order because she said that they're trying to control her music. So the type of deal that she signed, which was a fucked up deal, they get 60% and she gets 40%. Out of that 40%, she still has to pay for press, all different types of things, that videos, all of that shit. So she was like really upset about that, and she has all this new music that she wants to drop. They were trying to stop her from doing it, and she said that they were out there leaking information about her out in the blogs. Because about 2 weeks ago, there was a story that said that they showed a mug shot. She got into a fight with one of her family members, and she ended up getting arrested. So she's really upset right now. She's speaking out against this particular record label. Give me 1 second. I will give you the name of the record label. Let me see, because I was looking at it. I said, well, damn. Okay. So the record label's name is 1501 Certified. Okay. And like I said, they get 60% of her income. She gets 40. And she's saying that she also has to pay when she's doing songs with other artists, which means she also pays for her own features. So they only gave her a $10,000 advance when she signed the deal. So I don't know who's been talking to her. I don't know if she was listening to Prince or she was talking to Jay-Z, but she's just like, you know, this is fucked up. And then a lot of people were like, well, damn, Meg, you're supposed to be the one that's in college and you're supposed to have this hot girl summer and shit. While she busy having this hot girl summer, they fucking taking all her fucking coins.
You know what's crazy to me? I think we've seen Puff. We've seen so many people get fucked up record deals.
Right.
So my thing is, I understand the excitement of being able to get out here and get this money. I don't know her situation before she got on to where she was at. But you got to sit down and understand, man. When you 60-40, like I just...
That's what I said. Rock Nation had to inform her.
What I'm hearing, man, she never sat down and made sure that her pockets was right, man. And now...
Right. And now, okay, you said, who the fuck is these two? Uncle Parley and your girl Ange. Nice to meet you. And yes, you're right. Jay Prince. So I'll finish reading this up. According to the lawsuit, the contract says all the money that is paid for Meg's appearances and live shows gets directly paid to the label. She claims that they are responsible for giving her an accounting of income and costs, but says that at this point, what they have provided is deceptive. She also says that she points out the label boss, Carl Crawford, has been using his relationship with Rap-A-Lot Records founder Jay Prince to intimidate people. This is why she went and got the restraining order against them, because she's saying that she's getting threats and all this other stuff. She says...
They taking it back to the Suge Knight days.
Basically, like she said, Prince is notorious in the industry for strong-armed intimidation tactics, and the comment was taken as a physical threat of harm. She believes the group is behind an online campaign against her, including a story about her getting arrested a few years ago. The Stallion is suing the label for over $1 million, but the bigger news for fans is that she is allowed to drop the music. So when she went to court, they approved half of her claim. So now she's allowed to drop music. So be on the lookout. She's going to probably be dropping some songs very soon, and I'm going to kind of follow the story to kind of see.
But basically, they still going to get 60% of her profits.
They are, yeah, as of right now,
yeah,
they are still going to get 60%, and that's a fucked up deal.
Uncle Rob, let me ask you. I'm sorry, Angie. When you sign these deals, right?
Yeah,
it's a contract.
I heard about that,
they
Ernest.
Can't break them, right? It's a contract.
No, what deals? The record deals?
The record deal. It's a contract. You can't break it. No, that's illegal.
Renegotiate.
Yeah, but if they say it's for this contract lasts for 5-6 years,
yeah,
you got to deal with that. And from what I've seen with, look at what Mace and all of these different cats. Beanie Siegel.
Well, shit, Mace.
You can go all the way back to fucking Motown and before Motown.
Yeah, TLC.
Fucked up deals.
I mean, well, see, with Mace, what he did, well, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people like, oh, why did he turn to a pastor? Because you can't touch his coins if he's working at the church. And he knew that. And that's why. And then when he tried to come back out, and then, 50 was going to bring him on a G unit, then 50 like, damn, you ain't really got that much talent. This is too much. It ain't really worth it, but that was one of the reasons with that. And now I want to move on to
Word breeds.
Some deadbeat parents. I got to talk about it. So I'm going to first start with Miss Fly Tatted Sky from Black Ink Crew, New York. Now, if anybody watches reality television and you watch Black Ink Crew New York, Sky has been a character up there for a very long time. She started off when she was not on the show. She was one of the girls that they basically had around for like a strong arm. She's good at beating chicks up, all of that shit. when she became permanent on the show, we learned that she actually had 2 children. Now the first story was the 2 kids were twins. She had a child by this guy. He was much older than her. And then she was getting in trouble. She had the kids at 13 years old. She was in and out of jail. Her mother, who suffers from bipolar disorder, actually gave these kids up for adoption because she couldn't no longer take care of them. And they ended up going into this fabulous home, and they were traveling the world and all this shit. Then the story came back out that these children were not twins. One was born at 13 and the other one was born at 15. And her oldest son, Genesis, who is like a fucking spitting image of her, has been in and out of the jail system for a long fucking time. He is very angry, and he also suffers from bipolar disorder like his grandmother and his mother. It's just that she hasn't been diagnosed yet. But if you watch the fucking show, I mean, damn. It's like all the writing is on the wall. And then she ended up having another child by another older man when she gave birth to her youngest son, Desaline. So yes, these children did go into foster care, and they did go into a foster home, and eventually the people did adopt them, but it wasn't the easiest road. Like I said, her son was in and out of jail. Make a long story short, she was on TV getting checks while these kids was going through shit, and she never came for them. So this boy was actually locked up fighting people because his mother was busy showing her tits, her ass, and her pussy on national television, getting the pussy rejuvenated, getting the titties done, and all this, that, and the third, while he's out here fighting because people are throwing shit up in his face. And he can't deny that's his mother because he looked just the fuck like her. It's like if she was a man, she would look like that. So the youngest son was doing really well. He was getting good grades. He was getting a scholarship to go to college, playing football. And then she decided to come into their life because she needed a storyline. And
I saw that. I don't watch this shit, but I
yeah.
saw that.
And then when she did come into their life, Genesis, the oldest boy, he just wasn't really having it. He looking at her from the side, like, bitch, where you been? You been on this motherfucking show. You knew about us. Why the fuck you ain't come and look us out? And while she was on this show, she also was incarcerated. We really watched her life like go through the ups and the downs. When she came back into their life, she saw the adoptive mom. Her youngest son was extremely receptive to her. He really wanted to have a relationship with his mother. Long story short, you could see her and her son, her oldest son, getting into it, but she brought them out there with her. Youngest son decided not to go to college. Youngest son supposed to go into the military, didn't do that. He got caught up and got bit by the reality TV bug. Started kind of liking what was going on. Started hanging out with his oldest brother. Oldest brother banging, getting high, doing all this shit. So now he doing it too. So something happened the last season where supposedly Sky says that her youngest son stole from her. And they got into this whole argument. He felt bad about it, and he was talking to Caesar. Long story short, he came to a house. He said, I want to try to make this right. Again, Genesis don't want shit to do with her. He like, I want to make this right. You my mother. I love you. Da-da-da-da-da. She like, yeah, some bitch hit me up. Talk about you got her pregnant. He like, I don't even want to talk about that, man. Like, he like, no, so is the bitch pregnant or what? He like, yo, I don't give a fuck about this TV shit. And when he said that, she just fucking snapped. She's like, you're a fucking thief. You steal. You always been stealing. It's in your blood. He said, well, what about you? What have you done? He said, you sold your body. You sold drugs. So he started airing her shit out. And then she jumped the fuck up and she tried to attack him. And she called him all types of things like, she said, I don't want you. Your daddy don't want you. I don't know why the fuck I didn't get rid of you. I don't know why I didn't swallow you, bitch boy.
You know what's crazy, man?
Mm-hmm.
And what hurts me? And no one is really looking at this. That's why I
Don't.
always tell
Okay.
people don't support these shows. Yeah, reality shows are killing us.
No.
They're killing us because a lot of people watch these. A lot of young girls. I ain't talking about.
My name is
adults.
Angie.
A lot of young girls and young boys, they watch this shit and think that this is life.
Now, I'm glad you said that. Now, was it to you? You're absolutely right. Reality shows are scripted based off of real life. That shit right there, that wasn't scripted. That boy was fucking hurt. Your mother told you on national TV that she don't love you, your father don't love you, and she don't understand why the fuck she didn't swallow you, you bitch boy. And she told him, and if anybody knows this, Sky, this is real life for her. She has always been this way. She is she's mentally unstable. And for me as a mother seeing her say that, if you could have saw the pain in that boy's eyes, when he was talking about it this season, he couldn't even fucking talk straight. He's like, this woman has done nothing but hurt me from the time she's given birth to me. And for her to say that to him, like, it's some things that you can't come back from. And when I saw that, I said, you know, people sometimes get on you for cutting toxic family out of your life. And that includes your parents. But when people do shit like that, they deserve to be cut out of their life. So now everybody was all mad. They were going in on her, and they were saying, yo, you canceled and shit like that. And then she went up on live, and she's just as unstable as ever. And
She's still on the show,
and
right?
No. They actually kicked her off the show because that shit, you could tell, like, nobody was expecting that shit to happen. It was like they was in a good place, but when he threw that shit in her face after what she said to him, she fucking snapped. And it was just like her son Genesis. Her son Genesis saw her coming to him like, you know, I was sorry. I didn't have nothing. And he looking at her Gucci pocketbook like, bitch, are you serious?
But you know what? They probably took her off because the ratings might have went down. Because that probably was too much.
Nah, that's actually the highest rating one out of
That's crazy.
No, they would have kept Sky because Sky has antics. She's good for reality television. But shit like this shit went too fucking far. And, you know, when it comes to reality TV, these networks make people laugh at other people's pain. And they don't take accountability because they don't give a fuck. This is for ratings and they go home at night. But this shit is real. That boy did not expect to go up in there and experience her to say, can you imagine somebody, your own mother saying I should have swallowed you? Bless you. Swallowed you? Like, that's some other shit right there. And then the fact that she was never there, the fact that she never came looking for you even after she got famous, and the fact that you were the child that really wanted her in your life, that was like the biggest smack in her face. And I feel that she needs to be held accountable. She needs to be fucking canceled. And if anybody is giving her money for endorsements or anything, they need to cut that bitch off because the representation that she's giving is fucked up.
Daffy, what up?
All right, man. All right. And so, you know, I was just like pissed off with that. So I just think that was fucked up. Y'all can easily go online. You can pull up the clip. It's sad as fuck. And this is why you have a lot of young men out here that got fucked up relationships with their parents, especially their mothers, and they don't know how to love women properly. And sometimes it goes back to that. Because now, that's the woman that gave birth to him. I mean, shit, the foster mother had got locked up for doing some fucking crazy shit too. This boy has been dealing with shit for a long time. And he was on the path to doing the right thing until she came into his life for a fucking storyline. It's fucked up. Moving right along. So now that we talked about a fucked up mother, let's talk about a fucked up father. Mr. Future himself. Now he's talking about, he actually went to court recently, and this has to do with his baby mother, Eliza Reign. Now, if you don't remember, this was a young lady that was like an Instagram model, and she ended up getting pregnant by him, and he wanted her to get an abortion, and he threatened her, said he was gonna get her killed and all this shit. She had to get a restraining order, and even after she had the baby, she wanted to get a paternity test, but he refused to do so. So all his baby mothers kind of got together and assembled Voltron, and then they gave up DNA of their children for her child, and it came out that their children were in fact siblings, and that Future is the father. Now they're in court. Future says that he only wants to pay $450 a month. He said that's all her baby is worth. And he said that she used the term calling the baby a check baby. And this is from his words to the court's ears, okay? The lawyer saying, yeah, she used the term check baby, and that's just because she got pregnant on purpose. Future, how about you wrap your dick up or get a vasectomy? Because Eliza Reign is not even your last baby mother. You got another one, okay, that just had a baby. So it's like, how many fucking kids are you going to give birth to? And not to mention, your oldest is in jail right now, and he has a public defender as a lawyer. Meanwhile, you are taking your fiance, Lori Harvey, on extravagant trips. You are filming all the roses and the rose petals. You're flying her and her friends out all around the world. But you're going to say that because you mad, because you nutted in this woman when you could have wrapped that shit up, that the baby is only worth $450. And what really makes me mad about this is that, and just the mother too, because y'all trifling as hell, y'all think having babies by these fucking rappers is going to get y'all something. First of all, if I was to be that type of female, and I'm not, Future will be the last motherfucker that I would have a baby by. First of all y'all need to be thankful that you don't have diseases. Because he fling that shit any fucking where. There's a hole. Now this baby's going to have to grow up finding out that her father is famous. And her father said that she won't worth nothing more than $450 a month. So now they're back and forth in court. And my thing with him is, even if that's how you feel, all right, fine. But then in the same breath, you out here parading this chick that half the industry done fucked already. You put a ring on her finger and you spending bands on her ass and her friends. I just think it's a little backwards. What do you think?
I've been told y'all how I feel about the industry dudes, man. They need to wear condoms and stop fucking the same exact chicks.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit, but don't worry.
Right, Tyson, that's a good point. If he feel that all these women are opportunists and all this, that, and the third, then get custody of your fucking kids. See, he don't want to be bothered with that. He don't want to have to be responsible for these kids. They don't see him with any of his children. He has the child that he does have a child by baby little Bow Wow's baby mother, Joey Chavez. He has a child with that baby. I mean with her. And they when he was at the baby shower of hers, he brought the other baby mama, because he got a baby mama that he can always fall back on no matter how stupid shit get. He always fall back on her and then she be there with him. And they went to this other baby mama's baby shower. So this shit is just like a whole bunch of fuckery. It just smells like disease and child support payments to me. I'm gonna follow the story to find out what the actual verdict was in court going forward. But it's just really sad. And the only thing that I can honestly say, ladies and gentlemen, is listen, if you don't want to have kids by these women, wrap that shit up. And don't say she poked a hole in the condom. Buy your own goddamn condoms. Keep them in the pack. And when you're ready to use them, you take them out and you put them on. Do you need for us to show you how to use a condom? 2 Oxtails and Empanada will do that for you with the banana and the condom.
No.
I will.
Okay.
I have no problem with that, because I don't think that it's fair to constantly put blame on one person. She got pregnant on purpose.
I tell you now.
Well, who nutted?
You get a condom and put that shit on the banana on this show, man, our ratings gonna go up.
These
motherfuckers gonna go wild.
It do. Listen, New Breeds. It smells like disease. It just does. And so I don't know. And I feel like if you feel that these women are opportunists, then keep your dick in your pants. But you can't do that. You about to marry, but see, karma's a bitch. You about to marry an opportunist that was trained by one of the best opportunists known. Ask Steve Harvey. Okay? Well, that's it for my tea.
That was a big fucking cup. That shit was, yo.
They all got it.
Yo. But we gonna get into this this coronavirus, man. This shit is all over the place now, but it's starting to affect the woman now.
Thank you.
It's starting to hair supply shortage, man. Uncle Rob, put that up real quick, man.
His business relies on hair from China to make extensions and wigs, but she says she's had trouble placing orders for hair overseas with her vendors. Wallace said one order she placed in mid-January still hasn't been delivered.
They finally reached back out to me and basically said that due to the virus, everyone's, I'm guessing, quarantined and they're not able to go to work.
Other businesses gave us similar stories too. But the scarcity of hair on the market isn't the only problem that local hair care businesses and customers face. Wallace said she's noticed some vendors outside of China are now increasing their prices for hair.
The price point is just much higher.
And then there are the customers who are wary of buying hair from China altogether. Wallace says this is a question that keeps popping up.
When they get the hair, is it going to be contaminated?
The CDC has not directly commented on how Chinese hair products may be affecting the spread of the coronavirus, but its experts have said there's likely very low risk of spread from products that are shipped over a period of days at ambient temperatures. Leslie?
This is funny to me and sad at the same time. But I've been saying it for a while, man. If the coronavirus is growing very big over China, and they don't have the same laws that we have, far as
they're not even allowing people to go to work,
protecting and making sure diseases and stuff don't come. So now, what happens when we run out of weave
It's always synthetic, baby. It's always synthetic. Get a good synthetic, ladies.
What happens when we run out of weave and ladies gotta really be themselves?
You can. It's nothing. Okay.
They can't wear the eyebrows.
Listen, it's nothing wrong with people being their authentic self. And you have a lot of sisters, myself included. I wear weave, but I also wear my natural hair. It's how I feel and what I want to do with my hair, and I shouldn't have to constantly be ridiculed because I'm a black woman. Understand this. Black women are not the only people that wear weave. Okay. I need to make that public announcement for the world. The Hispanic chicks
knows that.
No, they don't.
But
Every time you hear weave, it's associated with women of color.
What I'm talking about, all right, it's women of color, but my thing is, when am I woman of color gonna just realize that you're beautiful?
You got a lot of sisters that believe that, and you got a lot that don't. And so, yeah, I mean, like, it has a little hee-hee-ha-ha to it. It's crazy because they're raising the prices. But now you even got to think about the people that actually own businesses, that actually own hair stores. You have a lot of black-owned hair stores and a lot of black-owned beauty parlors and you know, salons and shit. So they're going to be affected by it.
Who are, unfortunately, because right now, I'm sorry, who are most of the black people going to? They're not going to the black beauty salons. Well, as far as getting their hair done, yes. But the beauty salons, as far as where you get your hair, you get your eyebrows, you get your nails done, they're not supporting the black people.
Oh shit, I don't know. What's a couple of spots up in the East Orange area, black owned?
They supporting the Chinese people.
They are.
And if you let's keep it 100.
And
there's no way that you might have one black salon on the block.
Damn, all he gotta do is put a wig on and you'll donate $100?
You got nah, I'm not fucking with that what's it to you guy. He gonna have to go. Uncle Rob. He gonna have to go. Seriously, I never thought I would say this, man. He gotta go. He been bugging all day, talking about licking and like what's it to you? The dude from last week. He bugging, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I don't play them booty cheek games. He been wilding all night long. Yo, something wrong with this dude, man.
And that's bad because he's been on our show quite a few times.
But I promise you, man, some of the things he say, he wasn't saying face to face, man. He playing, man.
A lot of lost identities. A lot of lost identities. If weave was to ever go discontinued, I guess that'd be across the board. Right now, it's more so focusing on how to protect yourself. You know how cases are spreading around. The same thing that people should have been doing. You should definitely be washing your hands. Yeah. One thing that I did read from the CDC that they said if you keep your mouth moist, like if you're, understand what I'm saying, if you're thirsty or if your mouth is dry, if you're like myself, I do a job where I do a lot of talking. They want you to drink water. The reason why is that if you ever get exposed to this virus and your mouth and your throat is moistened, it will actually go down your throat into your stomach, and then the enzymes and the acid in your stomach can help you fight the disease.
Well, what got me,
the virus.
They were saying that it's not affecting black people. But what's getting me as far as cleaning, we won't get into where I work at, it's getting so big now that we usually get a supply of Lysol and different bleaches, and we order them. It's taking now an extra 3 to 4 weeks for us to get certain products because like the masks that we use.
Right.
We can't even get them. We can't get those in another 2 months. So this coronavirus is, as crazy as it might seem, a lot of people are making a lot of money off of this virus.
Thank you, Tyson.
They're making a lot of money off of this virus,
They are saying this, so all the beard gang guys, they're saying that it also can fester in your facial hair. So, you know, a lot of times, a lot of these diseases just pop up out of nowhere. Coronavirus has been around for a long time. The U.S. has it patent, like they had AIDS and SARS and Ebola, just to name a few. And I personally feel like it's like almost population control because it's like it starts here. Now, from my understanding, they're saying they still don't know the full origin of it. But from what I found out, they said it actually started in a market, like a fish market in China. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but this was just some information that I had read up on.
If you look at a lot of the things they be doing, like
that's right.
They had the one Chinese dude.
That's right, new breed.
The redheads. Like it's just some of the things. and like they don't practice the same. I'm trying to look for the proper word, but they don't. We have certain things that we abide by over here. They don't abide by those same practices, man, and I think that's what's killing us, man. And I never understood why we depend and buy so much. Well, I do understand because the labor is very cheap. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's crazy, man, because it's spreading. And they just said, I seen on the news earlier, they said they had their first case in Manhattan.
Hey, Mr. Lyons.
And that's close.
That's very close. So you have to, right. So, and like I said, just with anything, and I did hear, and I found this to be interesting too. They were talking about how they didn't understand how Africans were not being affected by the coronavirus. Melanin. It's so simple, but okay. You know, but the only thing I could just say is, you know, just be mindful, practice better health precautions. When you wash your hands, wash them for a period of 15 to 20 minutes. Get under your nails, all that good stuff. Keep hand sanitizer around. Keep Lysol around. And if you see somebody sneeze, don't try to shoot them. Don't have a fit because the coronavirus has some of the same similar symptoms that the flu does.
And you know what, too? Changing your diet.
That's right.
I noticed.
Scrub it.
I changed certain things, the way I eat, certain things I've been doing.
Okay.
And I used to get sick a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been sick, man. And it's because like changing what you do, changing what you eat. Because I was pushing 290.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I started changing my diet. I started using the tea that my wife sells, and it actually started helping me, the vitamins that she sells also.
Yeah.
And it started giving me more energy, and it seems like my immune system now, man, and I haven't, you know,
well,
I'm a knock on, but I haven't been sick.
That's good.
I've been losing, and I noticed, man, a lot of, we eat so much, everything we eat is fried.
Yeah.
Fried. But if you start doing the salads, like I eat oatmeal every day now in the morning. I try to have a salad for lunch, and then
add a little bit more water to that oatmeal. That's a little dry.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like my oatmeal soupy. Yo, I can't do it. My grits either. I ain't never been that type. But changing our diets, man, because we eat so much bullshit. And don't realize we're eating a lot of bullshit, man.
Yep. It's going to be a vaccine. You are absolutely right. I was thinking that it's going to be a vaccine that's coming out, just like that vaccine that they urge you to.
Trump said most people not going to be able to afford the vaccine.
Now, what's fucking with this?
And then the stock market went up. People have to pay attention, man.
Now, that's just like, I will, and this is a little bit off subject, but it's still on subject. If anybody has teenagers in their household, there is a vaccine called Gardasil. Do not give that to your child. Gardasil. It's supposed to prevent HPV because right now,
explain to people what HPV is.
Human papillomavirus. It's within the herpes family. And it's very high among teenagers, of course, because they here, there, and everywhere, and we're aware of that. And parents are being told by the doctors, we give this to them, and they don't have to worry about contracting HPV. But which, of course, if you do contract it later on in life, can give you a lot of different health issues. However, this particular Gardasil vaccine is making people sterile. The kids are being tested positive, for cancer. So you got to be very careful. And again, it all starts at home. You got to.
That's why I don't like flu shots.
Right. Yeah, the hell no, Trump don't want to get vaccinated. He just going to eat him some fucking McDonald's and sit in the corner.
But you seen what happened to the Pope?
Oh, yes.
The Pope went, which is funny to me, but the Pope went to
That's right. Charcoal pills. Whew.
A bunch of people who had coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought the good Lord was going to protect them. And that motherfucker sick than a motherfucker now.
Yeah, he's sick. He's very sick.
Thinking he was gonna go out there and heal, and that shit ain't work out for him, yo.
Now, what I will say to y'all is this: if you do fasting, now it's easier said than done. When you fast, you actually restart your immune system. Pink Himalayan salt detox. You take the pink Himalayan salt. You put it in warm water along with lemon. You shake it up. You allow the salt to dissolve. You drink that on an empty stomach. 30 minutes later, you're going to be calling the Lord in the bathroom.
That vaccine, because you know Joanna do the nurse shit.
Mm-hmm.
She said, you're right. She said that
Garden, so they try to say it's so. Yeah, they said they give it to boys too.
It used to be for girls. Now they're saying it's for
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful.
We gotta pay attention.
You gotta be careful. And yes, you're right. Television will tell you things, and they put things in place to keep us afraid, and we don't want you to travel, and we don't want you to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And if you look into the history of certain diseases, you'll see how many people it's actually taken out and what the actual plan was. So all we asking for you to do is to practice good hygiene. Like Paul said, change your diet, be informative, read up on what's going on. Excuse me. I was about to stick my middle finger, but I ain't gonna do that. And cleanse your colon. Okay?
Yo, but you know what's crazy, though? Could you imagine you on a crowded train and a motherfucker just start coughing like that with his hands he ain't covering his mouth, nothing? Like, it could really start some bullshit, yeah?
Right, chicken pox. Now, that's funny you said that. Chicken pox has been gone for a long time, and technically they say if you've ever had chicken pox... I had them too. They said,
and the measles.
They said if you ever had chicken pox, that 9 times out of 10, when you reach a certain age, you may be prone to getting shingles.
No.
Because the shingles virus is alive in your body because you had chicken pox.
Burn or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
but,
that, man.
Yeah, I mean, our parents did,
but a lot of the old viruses that used to be around, you don't hear about them shits no more, yo.
Shit.
I remember my mother had me quarantined, yo.
Well, syphilis is making a comeback. All diseases surface when they need them to. Okay? And then,
it's like niggas wearing Adidas again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, but talk about this because it's getting... Yeah, we got to talk about this shit, man. I found this.
Go
ahead.
I'm sorry, I wanted to just talk real quick about what's going on in that Target ad with the sister that has the all-natural feminine products and how all these white people had this big-ass thing talking about Target was racist because the young lady did the commercial saying she was trying to provide an opportunity for more little black boys and girls like her to be able to own her own shit. And I'll go through this real quick. The sister's name is Beatrice Dixon. The name of her product is called the Honey Pot. It is an all-natural feminine hygiene care line. All right? It's plant-based. And right towards like the ends of like Black History Month, she did a 15-second Black History Month Target advertising, and she proudly states that her plans to pave the way for future Black female entrepreneurs. And when she did that, everybody and they mama came up and said, "Why it gotta be black? Why she had to specify that it's black?" Damn it, because she wanted to. We can't never have nothing. So that kind of really pissed me off. But guess how it bit them back in the ass? Since they decided to make a big ass thing against Target and they was out here marching and talking about how racist she was, they tripled her sales. So shout out to the sister. The shit is named Honey Pot. Go online. Shout out to you, Beatrice Dixon. Keep doing your thing, sis.
But that's the same thing that happened to Chick-fil-A. When the dude who owned Chick-fil-A said he was against the LGBT thing. So they said boycott it, and all them church people came to Chick-fil-A and they motherfucking shit.
Oh, you old school, Mr. Ray. You said venereal diseases.
Yeah, he old school.
It's STIs, sexual transmitted infections.
But I want to get into Mike Tyson and Michael Blackson. I don't know why anybody would fuck with Mike Tyson.
You don't fuck with Mike?
It was a thing that came out that said Mike Tyson was paying $10 million to marry his daughter. Now, his daughter looks like Mike Tyson, and she's a little thick, so I guess people thought like
even you try to word your shit right.
I ain't fuck with Mike Tyson like that. So Michael Blackson came out and said, if it's true, I think I'm finally ready to settle down. I know I've been dipping and dabbing in a few snow bunnies and Asian persuasion, but I'm ready for you, beautiful queen. I'm ready to give you some grandkids that will have the complexion of Tyson Bedford, knowledge of Cicely Tyson, talk like you, Mike Tyson, and hopefully not built like Tyson Fury. I really don't give a fuck about the money, but I'll take it. Waiting to hear from your father-in-law, sir. So now, you know, Mike Tyson don't play the motherfucking game.
Hell fucking no, he don't play. Y'all know
what
he
I'm saying? So Mike Tyson hit him back and said, listen, you little black, listen, you black little bitch, this shit ain't real. As soon as I find the person that started the meme, I'ma knock them the fuck out.
He mean it.
So make sure it ain't your Burt Roach looking bitch. My daughter is happily in a relationship with a nice looking man, so she's not interested in an overcooked hot dog like you. Next time you do my podcast, I'ma knock the black off you. It might take a year because you black as fuck. Get the fuck out my DM before I get your black ass deported. You Geico lizard looking bitch.
Damn!
So my thing is, why would you play with Mike Tyson like that?
Y'all know Mike.
And
Y'all know Mike ain't with that shit.
Why would you play with his daughter like that? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really believe in my heart that if Mike Tyson sees Michael Blackson somewhere, he might really have a problem, yo.
Well, you know, he, Michael Blackson responded and said, "Oh no, please, I'm just a beach nigga." You know, he trying to be funny. But my thing is, like you said, we have watched this man growing up. We have watched him do interviews when the interviewer didn't realize what the fuck they was doing, and he will check you. So why would you play with his fucking daughter? Yeah. Why would you do that?
You playing with him, but you playing with him. No, you remember that dude that he sat down and did.
Thank you, Tyson. He lost a daughter already, and you already.
You playing?
Yeah, you playing games. His daughter died in his gym.
Cause the dude it seemed like Mike Tyson was gonna beat that interviewer up when he was sitting on his
when he was asking him.
Down, he asked him,
"How could
what would you think about how would you? It's the people out there that's thinking about the rape, whatever he said."
Yo, that shit was crazy.
I really thought Mike Tyson was gonna be. He said, "You piece of shit."
Did you see his? First of all, you know shit real.
No, you too, see.
You know shit real when you. I don't know if that was his
Mike
promoter
still got them hands.
or who that guy was.
It was the mayor of the city.
All I know is he was scared.
Yeah.
He was even like, "Oh shit." And then, I mean, in that whole interview, Mike went the fuck off of him. Even if you listen to the very end of the music, I mean, the interview, you heard him say, "Bitch." Yeah, he went
playing. But what get me is, man.
Yo, you can't do those things,
what get me with Mike Tyson, man, is he's been letting you know, man. He told Lennox Lewis he gonna eat his children.
Yeah, that's some special shit right there.
He told one of the reporters, said, "I will fuck you in the ass until you love me."
Yes, I remember that shit. And,
like you playing with
and
him.
It's definitely a pause because he didn't mean he's sadistic like that.
No, he was not. He told him. He said you couldn't walk a mile in my. He said a day, whatever he said. But he said, come see, yo. Anytime you tell a man, I will fuck you till you love me.
That's
and you ain't in jail.
And you ain't in jail. That's some scary. And when you seen him, I believed him, yo. Michael Blackson, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That's somebody you don't joke with.
Man.
You take your comedy elsewhere with that shit because that's Iron Mike Tyson.
Man. And Mike Tyson still play. Yo, you ever seen him as old as he is? Yo, he's still quick as hell with the hands. Yo, I'm telling you,
and then
man.
he probably, and the sad thing, why you think he smoked so much weed? He be trying to stay fucking calm. Yeah, he probably didn't have a blunt. He probably saw that shit like, oh, this motherfucker is playing. This motherfucker spit.
Yeah, Mike. Mike playing, man. But I got a picture. Uncle Rob, can you pull that up, man?
That's right, Tyson. They trying to fuck with his piece.
Which one is it?
The condom.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Take the whole wheel.
Now, I'm trying to figure out who in their right mind came up with this idea.
Okay.
Now, I'm all for... yeah.
What in the entire fuck is going on?
I'm all for recycling. I'm all for saving the world and all that other stuff. But this condom is pre-owned. This condom, they said that this condom was re-washed 3 times, sanitized, and then re-lubricated.
And now, what prostitutes then sold them this shit? As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it back to Soulja Boy. Dre, what the fuck is going on?
Yo, I'm trying to figure out how... I want to know.
Recycled rubbish, yo.
Yeah, and if you look at it,
Andrea,
if you look at it, the shit is like $3.
Hey, bad. Just for the record, it's actually not Andrea.
It's not?
It's Andrea.
Andrea. My bad. So you
wow, all
met
of us.
Talk to her. So
Oh, you
Andrea,
talked to her. Okay.
we are so,
okay.
you know how much we love. We are so sorry.
Well, you know what?
We are so
Andrea,
sorry.
we apologize.
Yes.
If you send us your address, we'll send you 2 free packs of recycled Creole Trojans on us, all right?
Don't use them all at one time.
Yo, man. But, yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to me that...
What the fuck is that? Are they serious?
When I seen that shit and I looked it up, that's for real.
I'm all for saving the earth and shit, but this gotta stop.
That's for real.
Like now, the question I have is, since it says that it's pre-owned, do they have the name of the previous owner on the back?
Nah. She said, nah, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out where they got them back. And Uncle Rock, can you show? And I'm gonna tell you the type of person who would use them condoms. And it's this person right here who's washing this chicken.
Okay.
This is why.
This shit is too funny, yo.
This is why I don't eat at people's house. Right there. Look at this motherfucker's fingernails. I couldn't even say it right. Look at that shit.
So.
Look at that shit.
Ew.
Yo, come on, man.
I'm not touching your shit.
Yo, he got coronavirus all under the
Ew.
Yo, he said.
You can't eat it, and and look, it don't look clean. It's a lot of fat on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he that motherfucker that take the aluminum pan and put the grease in it and fry it on top of the stove.
That's that motherfucker.
After he used the condoms.
Nah, that's that motherfucker that go in the go-go bar and want to put his finger up everybody.
Those fingers look like infection.
Yeah.
Ladies, if a man ever comes to you with them dirty ass nails, you let him know that there is something called bacterial infection that you will receive if you allow him to do that. So is it safe to say they can use the condoms for that?
For his fingers?
The fingers, the reuse?
Nah. Yo, they actually got finger condoms.
They have finger condoms.
Yo.
That's some. If you gotta put a finger condom on, you need to be fucking her. I mean, if that's the case,
motherfucker, go to the go-go bar. What you doing?
Get out of here, Asha. It's too grown for you.
I'm Gary. Oh yeah.
Get out of here. I don't know why are you up?
You gotta change your name, little sis, so she don't know who you is.
Message?
Yeah,
nah.
Did I have any more pictures? That was it?
I'ma fuck them up. Thimbles? Them shit's thimbles? You supposed to sew with thimbles.
Yeah, Uncle Rod, man. Yeah, it's the picture that Uncle Rod don't want to put up, yo. And I want him to put it up bad.
Come on, can we do it real quick? We on the roll right now. Come on, it's.
But they have
a challenge,
yo, where women are taking pictures.
I love my man's ass to death.
On their man's ass. And Uncle Rod, he said, "Oh hell no!" And he said, "I don't want this image in my head." But yo, we gotta stop this shit, man. Men, there's no way that a lady should be laying on your ass cheeks and posting it on any social media website.
Well, shit, one of the girls put a braid in the middle. I don't know what's going on with that. Look. They like, come on, they like take them dirty fingers down.
Yeah.
He about to make this shit out that chicken.
Come on, we had to see them dirty fingers. Dog.
Andrea,
I'm so used to saying it. Andrea,
I know.
Baby.
We sorry.
Yo, man, it's getting to the point where we're doing anything to be on social media.
Nope. That's right.
What?
When she admitted to eating Dwayne Wade's groceries like that, and
there we go. He did it for me. This is ridiculous.
If your chick come close to me,
this is ridiculous.
Ain't gone home like supposed to be.
Yeah, I was trying to see Uncle Rob's face right now.
Gotta eat groceries.
Yo, bitch.
Y'all see the braid?
Got the braid.
Yo. And all them asses look funky.
Yo, dog, man.
And if you look at the first two, you're like, damn, I ain't want to do this shit, man. But, yo, you see that braid in the middle?
Yo, my brother said a braid in the middle. Nah, I with Uncle Rob.
Come on, KT, you wrong. He said he farting up a storm, busting shots.
Dog, man, listen, man. It's just some shit you can take it down. It's some shit.
All them asses do look funky, and the fact that ladies, if your man agrees to do the "I love my man's ass to death" challenge, you must have a conversation about his ass after the picture. Because if it's anything by what Miss Gabrielle Union is going through when she said she eats Dwayne Wade's groceries, and then we saw him. She said that. Y'all didn't know that?
Yeah.
And then a couple of days later, she came out. She got a picture in the fucking suit, and here he is with the little shorts on, crossing his leg while they feeding the baby. She over here with military gear on. I don't know what the fuck going on in that bedroom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she had on military gear.
Yeah, big paws. Super. I'm telling you, I don't know. Who said Jesus pauses?
Oh, man, yo.
I don't know what's happening. Ladies, if y'all want to eat your man's groceries, keep that shit behind closed doors. The public don't need to know that. Because you know why? Well, you know what happens when the public finds that out? You have challenges like the "Love My Man's Ass to Death" challenge.
Whatever happened to, like, chick hit the balls a little bit and she might hit the tank. She might hit the gooch. You get what I'm saying? You know the tank, the little space between the ass and the balls. All right. But now we getting to the point where we just out here just sucking whole assholes, yo.
Yeah. They love their man's ass to death.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy, yo? It's a lot of dudes out here that get their ass licked.
A lot of them that like it.
A lot of dudes out here that get their ass licked.
The question I have is, what position are you in when you're getting this done?
Damn.
With your
Legs spread
With
your legs spread it like the lady from CB4. Woo!
And ladies, if you're gonna do that, may I suggest the Trojans pre-owned condoms?
Yeah, I just think that
that's why he retired,
man.
so he could get 8 out.
That's crazy,
oh
man.
shit, this is we
crazy.
Can't make this shit up though.
Yeah, Joanna, stop it. My wife done put the lips and the tongue out.
Yep.
We not doing
Eating
that.
women's ass was meant for birthdays, New Year's, and some holidays.
Yo, Mike Jones.
Listen, if that's what, and we're here for that, by the way. We're here for that. Didn't know that we had to reciprocate that.
Well, you know what? It seems like...
And all those asses was hairy, too.
It seems
Shave that shit at least if you're going to take a picture.
Seems like now things are getting out of... It's just... Sex is... It's like people just making up shit now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like it's like they're getting...
They're making up shit. You know why? Because there's so many dumb motherfuckers out there that will do it.
Yeah.
You can create any fucking challenge you want.
Anything to get famous.
Somebody doing it. Yeah, it's sad, man, because like even the toys that they making now. This is one I want to buy, but they have a toy where you can. It's the vibrator panties that you give to the female.
Yeah.
And you can walk around and you can control it.
I saw somebody doing that.
Yeah. So, but
that's for vacations only.
It's just like it's for vacations only.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like now it's just like even a sex toy game. Shit's is getting it's more and more and more. They got a joint that they made for couples like let's say my wife is in Alaska. I'm just making something up. They have a joint where now you can have a Bluetooth where it's a pussy thing. She can control the speed of it from where she at, and then the vibrator that she would have, I can control it, but it's going by how I'm pumping the joint. Like it's crazy. Like the toys that they are making now is crazy.
The toys are being created to stop procreation. You can have almost real life simulation, and they're taking the romance and the love out of sex. Like remember back in the day, if a guy went down on a girl, like he must was really digging her. I mean, they even made songs about that, like like I'm even willing to taste your love and shit. So, but now you meet a nigga on social media. That's a
must. Motherfucker said I seen a shit today that said it said, what happens when a chick don't what do you do when a chick don't give head? And it said call an Uber.
That's you see what I'm saying? So they getting straight
on some other shit. They getting to the point, man.
Yeah, they getting to the point, but they're taking everything out of it. It's just like you'll be sitting here sucking, licking, and chewing from 5 or 6 different ways, and then you don't even listen.
Licking and chewing.
Listen, I'm telling you. And then that next week, you be like, "Fuck that bitch," or "Fuck that nigga." So they're taking the intimacy away, and they're replacing it with just being savages. Like, I'm just horny and I just want to hump on something, and after I'm done, take a picture with your face on my ass, and all this other shit. It's unnecessary. So that's why we have reality television. Everything is so objectified. That's why it's hard to even get that love or true intimacy, because all you gotta do is swipe left or go in a DM, and you can get everything you want for $40 fucking. And again, we must take accountability, because we allow media, social media, and everything else going on around us, reality TV, to shape the way that we view and look at things. And that has to be our responsibility alone.
That's why I get.
Tell you an example.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a video of it. I was on
KT.
and I'm not on there a lot, but
No, I'm not. I'm not
I
married.
saw something that I liked. I was like, wow, it was some glasses.
Right.
So I clicked on the glasses, right? Checked them out. I didn't buy it, right? Whatever, got out of there. Boom, boom. An hour later, I was on Instagram. What popped up on the
Them glasses.
ad? Those glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mhm.
We are being controlled by that shit.
Yeah.
The more you're on
Juwan.
social media,
Yeah.
the more you get controlled unconsciously.
Yeah.
You're not even knowing
Yeah.
that you're getting controlled. Now,
Yeah.
one more thing. That's how Donald Trump got elected. Did y'all watch? I can't remember this shit. It's on Netflix. They broke down how they got Donald Trump and them paid a company. And that's what this company does. This company has algorithms for Facebook. So you lost your mother last week, right? So the post you're making is about death.
Right.
Losing someone important.
Right.
Their job is to capitalize on you
Yep.
and the people in your friends list
Marketing times 10.
times 100.
Word.
That's how, when I find out the name of the joint, you
Yeah,
gotta
I would
watch it.
I
It'll
would love
blow
it.
your fucking
But
mind.
but it does it. It seemed like I've said like I'm thinking about I want some Popeyes. Just saying it. And all of a sudden, man, I see a Popeyes thing on my joint. It's crazy. But what gets me too with a lot of the women, they get on there, especially on Instagram. They get out there with their titties and their ass out, right?
That's right.
And then when a dude be like, oh shit, and they be like, yo, you thirsty. But you can't say a nigga thirsty when you advertising free water.
Basically,
You understand where I'm coming
you
from?
did it. You did it because you did it for likes. Because obviously you didn't like yourself that much that you had the thirst trap, and then when a guy objectifies you, now all of a sudden you want to play holier than sanctified when the only thing I didn't see was your hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta be very careful. And to say that shit with Donald Trump, so I guess Diamond and Silk didn't work. I seen them two up there today talking some shit with they boy Donald. And you know what? He loved Diamond and Silk.
I won't even talk about him. Don't give it to him. I can't stand them motherfuckers.
You don't like Diamond and Silk?
Oh my.
He gonna build a wall and he gonna make it tall.
Uncle Ron. They take shucking and jiving. Look, man, if you black, listen to me, man. If you support Trump, I don't care. Whoever you support, that's who you support. But when you gotta get up there and you start WB, when you start doing that shit,
But have you ever noticed when they're doing what their spills, like they got a new one, they out there talking for me. They're like, because Donald Trump's up here, you can't get on this ride.
Yeah.
If you look at his face, and I never see this man happy. When
loves
those
it,
two
He
are shucking and jiving like that,
loves it.
he has a smile from ear to ear. He fucking loves that shit. He loves it. He probably done nutted in their wigs and everything. Like, fuck you, Diamond and Silk.
Yo!
Right, nutted in their wig.
Damn, Trump on the cover of Jet and Ebony.
Yeah.
Well, they not owned by, they not black owned anymore anyway.
Word up, man. But yo, man, I really appreciate y'all listening to me, man. And
oh, look, you see what KT said? He wants you to do a sports update. segment.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do next week. I'm gonna get it together where I think of the name of the beat, and I'll do what's going on with sports and give an update on sports and stuff like that, man. But you know, man, I gotta do this, man. My wife always support me, man. When I get on the show, Angie will tell you, man, she'll tag, man, almost 1,000 motherfuckers.
Yes, she does, and we love her for that.
To watch and share the show, man, and she has something that she's doing, man. She's she got a couple of things. She's trying to get an entrepreneurship going on so she could do her own shit.
Get this business popping.
Dealing with real estate and some other things. Word up, man. So I always mess it up. I hope I got it right, but if you go to her Instagram, it's Miss Cherry Cola 808, and you can hit a link, man. She's doing her teas, her vitamins. It's helping me. In about 3 more months, I'm gonna show you the before picture of when I was at almost 290, and you can see how fat I was. I mean, like I said last week, I cut.
Pretty hot and tempting or fat?
I was
Right.
fat. No,
Yeah,
no, you know,
PHAT.
Actually,
Now, why'd you even set him up for that? You already know where he about to go.
Actually, I have a flat stomach. You get what I'm saying? It's not really fat. It's just that the L is silent. But that's a whole nother thing. But with the joints, man, it's the vitamins, it's the tea, and the thing has really just my energy, man. Like I added an extra 20 minutes to our sex life off of them vitamins alone, man. So I'm telling you, fellas, to get the blood flowing.
Joanna's gonna kill you.
Yeah, she all right. But it's to get the blood flowing. So if you could check her out, man, it's MRSCHERRYCOLA 808, man. I would appreciate it, man.
Yeah, those teas are affordable.
And it's very affordable. And I'm gonna let everybody know it's tax season. Don't spend all your money in one place, man. Don't go to the go-go bar, spend all your money, man, and always realize.
Got one more thing.
One more thing. Go ahead.
You ever notice white people don't go on Instagram talking about I got my taxes?
Yep.
No.
Well, you just now you know. You never see that.
Never.
You never see white people, so oh shit, I can't wait to get my taxes. Oh, I got my taxes.
People don't understand taxes is really, they're giving you back what you already paid for, and they already know that you're going to be in some type of deficit, so you're just going to stimulate the economy back with said money.
Word up, man. And it's crazy, man. But I just want to tell everybody, man. And you know what, man? This tax thing aggravates me, man. Cause I can't claim my kids no more, man. And it seems like, yeah, for real, man. I make good money, man. Won't get into what I make, but you make good money, man. And they take all this fucking money from you all fucking year long, yo. And then at the end of the year, you get fucked, man. You get fucked, man. What my man said, they fuck you at the drive-thru. They get fucked, man, and it's messed up, man. So, man, fuck y'all and y'all fucking 6 or 8 babies you claiming. Fuck you motherfuckers, man.
Well, listen
And
now.
always,
Those babies need new things, too. Babies need new shoes.
Man, always remember, midgets smell things differently on a fucking elevator.
Especially during tax time, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And as always, we really appreciate y'all. Y'all really be rocking with us. You just don't know how much we appreciate that. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like, comment, share our stuff, let people know about us, because we really try to be up here and give you the best content. We put our all into this every week, so we want to make sure that we can continue to do so. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we are 2 Oxtails and an Empanada on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Oh, yo, real quick before we get off.
Thank you, Mr. Lyons.
My homeboy, RD, Mass Confusion, they've been putting a lot of shit together. It's time for y'all to come up here and get nasty.
I might know something you don't know.
So get the shit together. No, y'all ain't surprising me no more.
I ain't say nothing.
But y'all need to get y'all shit. I'm ready, man. Like, yo, the people, man, I got a lot of people talking about y'all. So I can't wait, man.
You
Mass motherfucking confusion, man.
y'all want our IGs? My IG is Little City Love. It's LILCITYLOVE. You'll know it's me because it's my picture in the profile or whatever. You want to follow me? Hit me up in the DM. If y'all want to talk about some things, let's chop it up. I'm here for it.
All right, I always mess it up. Do mine. It's right there.
It's Uncle Paulie, so it's UNCLE_PAULLY.
And I'm about to really start getting busy with it, man, and putting stuff and getting things together, man. I'm actually going to a comedy show tomorrow. I might be on stage. I'm not sure yet. I'm nervous. I haven't been on a stage and
Get your ass on that
did none of
stage.
my comedy in a while, so I've been writing little things and not together, so I'm gonna see how things
Good
go,
night,
man.
KT.
But we got some things going to you, man. Uncle Ra said some shit to me, so I am putting some skits together too, Uncle Ra. I got my nephew coming down from Buffalo, so we gonna do some shit together. So I got some things going, man. I'm about to get back into what I used to really be into and what I really love, man. But
As
yo,
you should.
2 oxtails and an empanada, and next week we'll also have those pre-owned condoms waiting for you, motherfuckers.
2 for the price of 1.
Peace.